This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it breaks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, run it back inside later.
From the 22, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back in the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Breeze on third down. And he finds Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 54
Here's Breeze to throw. Cook with a first down and much more. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Matthews on the receiving end from Breeze. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
First down.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. And Matthews has it right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Every time, keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball. What? 280. 44 to Mike. Now watch one.
On first down, Carson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. from the 24. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Breeze. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's it. That's
It's a
it.
gain of
Big
6.
hit.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Yellow waiting. 54. Easy, opposite.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze caught on the left side by Ginn. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. The open man is Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Breeze now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
At the 32-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check. That's what I do. Check three.
On third down, it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Fourth down, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Saints will have the football back. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that fourth down.
On first down, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Breeze. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Easy, opposite. -50. Drop deep.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Breeze now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Breeze now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now Breeze again. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before on that one, and a first down.
95, 56. 50's a must. 50's a must. Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go, let's breathe.
Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
Kamara has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now Wilson on first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Throwing is Wilson. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, 0-0-0. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push formation, push formation. Come on, watch 1. Watch 41, watch 41.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Get him, boys.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yo, kill.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
On the Seahawks 12-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21. Right there. Here we go. Right there. 54 miles. I got it.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Wilson will throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. You ready? Mark 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Kill. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Wilson to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd